So, the Fed has decided to, or rather, Jerome Powell has decided to basically increase their balance sheet or provide liquidity, i.e., cash, to banks so that they don't go under because people are pulling their money out. You know, I find it funny that the American people are always seen as the problem. You don't save enough. Oh, you shouldn't be asking for that raise because it's causing inflation. But with banks having their reserve rate set to zero now, it wasn't 10%. It's zero now thanks to Jerome Powell, and all the money printing that happened during COVID because of the meme disease and giving everyone a paycheck, and also us giving money to foreign countries for whatever reason. And I think it was it 23 billion to Israel during that time period, in that little era. But no, we're the problem. But when banks do irresponsible nonsense like SVB did, they're always getting bailed out. It's just ridiculous. And might I add, when the whole GME thing was happening during COVID, and the average American was making money hand over fist, people were being villainized, and they took Keith Gill and tried to make him out to be a monster. I still don't really know what happened to him afterward. I mean, he was asked to appear before Congress, and or had a hearing, and that was it. I don't know if they charged him with anything or whatnot, but it made him out to be a bad guy. You do need to understand that there's avenues to make money, but this system, at least the way it works now, is very sketchy. It's not really fair when it comes to, even if you're more of a free market type individual, it's not really all that fair or all that honest, because average people are usually always kneecapped, but larger corporations and financial institutions are put first, which is kind of crazy, because I thought we lived in a free market here. But you're handing out money to Hershey and Monsanto and whatnot to for their research or for whatever, because they're so integral to our economy. But the average person can't get more than $1,400. Now, I'm not a fan of welfare, but there is a certain level of hypocrisy we're seeing out here. All sorts of legal protections for major institutions, but average people can't get their product to market, because maybe it really is a good product and is legitimately different from whatever their opponents, their, I guess, economic opponents would have out, but they'll sue them into oblivion. Or the frivolous nonsense between Samsung and Apple accusing Samsung of stealing their design. I mean, at some point, a flat screen that that allows you to talk to people on a phone, that's kind of sort of the logical endpoint of smartphones. If we're just, for at least, I would say, simplicity and ease of design and use, that's sort of like the logical technological endpoint. You can't really patent that, but whatever. At the end of the day, it really is an us versus them scenario. So I would say, figure out the best ways that us can make some money, and forget about what they are doing, at least.